Back. You guys see the back moving like that, like that. That is not okay. Today, I'll be reacting to the substance. Let's check this out. My understanding, the substance is a body horror, supposedly. We'll see how much horror it is, but I think it's also like a commentary on how women are treated in Hollywood. So that would be interesting to see if it actually does that. So that would really impact the story the theme tends to have a huge impact on story writing. I know when I write, I usually have to have something that I'm trying to say, trying to do, something I'm trying to show. I really can't write unless I have a theme for myself. It's not always the theme translates well, but for me, I have to think I'm saying something. So I write towards that. And that usually keeps me going. If I don't have a theme, then I'm not going to write it very well. But let's see about the substance. Let's see what this has to show. And of course, as always, let's check the story. Make sure the story makes sense. That's what we're here for. All right, let's do it. Let's check this out. All right. They're injecting some green goop into an egg. And you know, the color of I guess it's the substance that they're squirting into the egg. I would hope that's what it is. It reminds me of an old movie that I saw, I don't know how many decades ago, about the Reanimator, the green color of it. And it looks like the egg is making a second yolk because they injected that green goop into it, which isn't a thing. That I don't think that would happen in real life, but hey, whatever. This is a movie. That was interesting though. Let's see what they do with this one. My hope is that this is going to be really interesting as just a story as in general.
You got it. Feel that power, lady.
This is reminding me of, isn't there a star that Suzanne Summers? Is that the name of a star? She used to be a star. Then she got into fitness like this. Is that correct? Maybe it's not Suzanne Summer. But I like the idea that they're showing us she's an older lady and she's working out with the other older women.
Mark, get those knees up. You got it. Come on. Front. Kick. Kick. Oh yeah, you got it. Square. Think about those bikinis.
Way to go, older ladies. They're doing that on purpose, obviously.
You want to look like a giant jellyfish on the beach? Come on. Props.
And it actually has she's trying to actually be helpful.
Push. Kick. Come on. You got it. Hang in there, ladies.
I think it's Suzanne Summer. I'm not sure anymore. Elisabeth Sparkles. Sparkle your life. Is this her throughout the years? That's clever too. They're not saying it, but they're showing us, like, as the years go by, the changes in not only her, but like the images they're projecting.
Happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Happy birthday.
Even on the set that has our picture up there, they didn't fix the women's bathroom.
Every fucking young girl in this fucking town in the next few weeks.
In your face. In our face.
I'll make it simple. We need her young. We need her hot.
Whoa.
We need her now. How the old bitch has been able to stick around for this long. That's the fucking mystery to me.
Wow, they're making it seem really gross.
Oh, Oscar winner, my ass.
crass.
When was that? Back in the
And his suit is bizarre.
for King Kong.
Hmm.
I don't give a fuck what we promised her. This is network TV. not
What?
fucking charity. Find me somebody
They're really going hard into this.
new. Now.
That, you know, that's there's a concept of a womanhood that's based on how old you are. Maiden, mother, crone, I think. Maiden, mother, and crone. Maiden, mother, and crone. The maiden is like when you're in your hot years, you're in your 20s, and mother is like when you're no longer the hot chick, but you're the mom and you have kids and you give birth to something. I think that's the idea. You give birth to something. And then you have the crone, which is the older lady who's past that point. And now she's like the mentor to other women. And I think they're playing on that here. Because now they showed her when she was young and popular, and now she's moving into her crone phase because she's 50. And that's generally when, you kind of transition from mother to crone. And now you're the mentor to other women, which I think is pretty cool. But they don't do this for men. You notice? What stops? What stops, dude? He ducked that question. Now I don't know if he's ignorant or he's black fly, or he's just a black fly in her wine. Is that a metaphor for something? Like a spoiled, like it's no longer good. Anyway, his response to that was funny because it seemed to me that either he didn't have an answer or he did and he didn't want to say it because he think it would be offensive. It's into the road, lady. Oh my God. Whoa. Oh my God. Did she run a light or a stop sign?
It's your lucky day, Miss Sparkle, because we have x-rayed you from head to toe, and you don't have so much as a cracked molar. So you are good to go.
All that working out kept her strong. Kept her bones strong.
By the way, I just want to say my wife is a huge fan.
Come on, bro. Wrong time. Oh, look at her, bro. Look at her posture. Defeated. Oh.
Blood type. Oh, hey, it's your birthday.
Jesus. Does she have anybody?
One moment. There's just one last exam to perform.
I thought he said I was good to go.
Why'd they show us that? The wine stain on his hand. He's like a nurse. What's he checking for? Is he a chiropractor? What are you doing, bro? Get up my back like that.
Is there a problem?
Word.
Perfect. You're a good candidate.
Good candidate.
You're good to go.
Is he like her ooh, they showed it again. Twice they showed something. Usually when they show something over and over again, it's a hint that they're going to show it again, but it becomes relevant at some point in the story. Otherwise, why show it a bunch of times? Why make it something so obvious, A wine stain like that, that's pretty big. And they made sure to show us that. So that's going to come up again. You slipped or something? He's a plug-in. He's a plug. I don't know about younger. I don't think I was too great younger.
One single injection unlocks your DNA, starting a new cellular division.
The substance.
The substance. You are the matrix. Everything comes from you.
Mm.
And everything is
They left the other one all messed up.
simply a better version of yourself. You just have to share. 1 week for one, and 1 week for the other. A perfect balance of 7 days each. The one and only thing not to forget. You are one.
That's coming up again, obviously. You are one. You can't escape from yourself, which is actually a truism. No matter what, stage of life you're in, you're still you. Oh, it's showing her back. She's trying to pick up somebody. She's trying to get some action. They do some heavy drinking. Like, so many movies that they display drinking like it's nothing. Like you just bang down a whole martini like it's nothing. Nah, man. Nah, man. That's not. That's harsh. That's like real. She has some work done. A lot of work, it looks like. And she's been crying. She's alone. She's lonely. And I like the way they're showing it. They're not telling us she's lonely and not like saying it to us, but they're showing us what that looks like. Even though she's obviously famous, Oscars all over the place. She's not happy. She's not a happy person. She's lonely. It's hard to be happy when you're lonely. And vain, because she has a massive picture of herself on her wall, so she has to walk by and see herself every day, which is weird. Do you have big pictures of yourself on your wall? If you do, put it in the comments. Of why. I like to know why, because I would never put a big picture of myself, but then I also have family, so I'd rather think about my family being on the wall than me watching myself all the time. Although I do have pictures of myself. I don't have a giant poster of myself. That seems really strange to have. Like, what are you trying to say with that? Uh-oh. This is the beginning of the end. Mm. They're not very friendly.
Hello.
The sellers of the substance.
I'd like to order.
Are they going to charge her for all this stuff? They're showing her back again. Remember what I said about the wine, the stain? When they show you something a bunch of times, they want you to see, they're trying to tell you something. I want you to pay attention to it. So they showed her back. Like explicitly. So her back is going to be important. That's what a guy was feeling her spine. Her back is important. Who'll be the next Elisabeth Sparkle? Why they put it in the paper for her to see. Females 18 to 30. Your maid's right there. You're disrespecting your maid right in front of her face. She does some stuff on the floor. It's music. .503. I wonder if that's significant. the number sequence that they gave her 503. I don't know it, so it seems like a nothing burger to me, but you know, I'm not writing a movie, so I'm assuming it has some significance. This looks sketchy. Why are you? Is that a burnt out car and garbage? And that's sketchy. Nah. Nah. I don't know if I'd go in there. I have to balk at this. Well, what else does she have? She has nothing else. So she lost her job. She has nobody wants to hit her off. And now they're making her bend over like that. Submit yourself. Humble yourself, woman. Bow down to the substance. I hope that's not what they meant by that. That's weird to do that. Leave the door open, lady. Close it. Close the door back. What are you doing? Well, then there'll be no light. Then it'll be total darkness. Who wants that? Well, at the end of the tunnel, there's a light. It's a storage unit. Seeing locks on the doors. That's why I'm asking. Ooh. This is well kept for her, other than the hallway she just went down. I think Demi Moore had too much work done. She did play some iconic roles, like G.I. Jane and the woman from Ghosts. Like that was a big role she had. It's gonna change her body young. Wait, they had food for other self, showing us that birthmark, so they don't lose their birthmarks. Otherwise, why show us this? The birthmark, I mean. Important. The young Haru was not a better version of me. Definitely not a better version of myself. This is giving me really serious Reanimator vibes right now. That green goop. The whole syringe? Guess so. Hoping there's more instructions than just the big ones that show us. Otherwise, why is she standing naked in her room? She must have read something that told her to do that. I would assume. Lady, no. 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 No, not a fan of needles. Not a fan of needles. That's way too deep. You went past the vein, lady. Put the whole needle in there. Jeez. Louise. You are brave for taking this big risk. You don't even really know what it's going to do to you. You just shoot a bunch of green goop in yourself. Nah, I wouldn't do that. You go to the hospital, you don't know what's... Back. You guys see the back moving? like that. Mm-mm. That is not okay. Nope, that's not okay. Like the egg, it's split off. Mm. Whoa. Mm. It's giving birth. This is her consciousness, yeah? Being transferred to to a different body. That must be a separate body coming out of her body. Like with the egg. Mm. That's a long trip. The flaming heart, what is that signifying? She totally gave birth. Looks like amniotic fluid right there on the floor. Shiny new skin. What's the next step? What's the next step? Let's activate, stabilize, and switch every 7 days. So she needs to stabilize next, I believe. I think give her blue eyes. There's the new Elisabeth Sparkle. Sparkle. The Sparkle or Sparks? Sparkle. All up in her eyeball now. You are one. Is this for us? Well, it must be for us. She's just relishing her new body. Ooh, we got the birthmark still there. Although it switched sides. So that it was on Demi Moore's right side. It's on her left side. Interesting. Why wouldn't it be on the same side? She like a mirror image of her? A funhouse mirror. Maybe that's what they were going for, the funhouse mirror idea. Yeah, cover her back up or something. She got a hole in her back. You gotta do something about that. Yeah, don't throw up in the cut. Don't throw up in that cut. That's gross. That's even worse. She's doing it. She's toughing it out. Somebody got to do it, right? Might as well be you. Here's a question for you guys. Would she still be doing this if she had friends and family? I would say no. Why take this risk? Just enjoy your family. Hang out with your friends, enjoy your family. You don't need to be doing this. Which is why I think they showed us her living situation. Like her living alone, almost. Well, she was living alone, not almost. She was living alone. At age 50. Cover it up with something. Put some bandages on it. Something. Just leaving it out like that is wild. Put that whole thing in her arm. Oh, God. Feeding her intravenous to close her eyes or something. Her eyes are going to dry out. Gotta find something to do with that body. You just leave it on the floor like that. Blood all over the place. What you gonna do, girl? She stabilized? Did she stabilize? I don't think she's stabilized yet. Just walking around unstabilized. Girl, you on Rocky Land. Get her off the floor. At least she's mopped all the gunk around her. Which is still kind of weird. Why would you just leave her on the floor like that? Not her. Got me saying it. Why would you leave yourself on the floor like that? Had me saying it wrong. You are one. She's tripping. You breaking down, girl. Stabilize. Stabilizer. There's no instruction manual or something? That's a long ass needle. Oh. Show us the instructions. That would have been nice to see the instructions. Ooh. She went to bed and everything. Didn't even deal with the fact that she's not stabilized. That's a whole lot of noise. That's deep. What do you, that's spinal fluid? It has to be spinal fluid. She put out a lot of that spinal fluid. You're going to need that for yourself. Well, I guess you need it for herself. Locked in. Ooh. Twisted it and everything. Damage to the eye. Change visually. She's 50 years old, bro.
You're hired.
That's it.
We want a show that's just like you. Beautiful and happy.
You don't want to think very much either.
We air in 2 weeks.
People don't always want to think. Sometimes that's the thing to do.
Who has time to say that? We're going to make you Cindy.
We're going to make you Cindy. Isabella.
It's shorter. It's better.
I have to be out of town every other week.
To deal with your other body.
Take care of my mother.
Your mother. The crone. The other side. Other self.
I want you for this show, and we will work around any mother, brother, fucking sick puppy you need to take care of.
He's doing a good job being a creep. Dennis Quaid. This older, creepy man.
Gorgeous. Pure heart. People are gonna love that.
Pure heart. But she's the same old woman that y'all kicked off. Not old woman, she's 50, but you know what I mean. She's the same woman up here. And she's hiding that up here. She just want to relive her maiden time, which is kind of weak sauce. 5? That was 5. Okay. They're counting down. Just do what she's already been doing. I don't know if this is what I don't know if I would do that. Would you do that? Would you like go back and kind of, I wouldn't do the same job. I'd pick a whole different career. I probably wouldn't, because I enjoy writing. I don't know. That's a good question. What would you do if you had your youth back? You switch every 7 days. Got to switch back, baby girl. Oh, not a baby girl, right? She's got to switch back to your crone self. You done drained all the food stuff. Why naked? Why do you have to be naked? And take her off the floor. What are you doing? Lady, take yourself off the floor. They got me doing it too. They got me acting like they're different people. It's the same person. Take yourself off the floor. A lot of needle stuff.
So you jump out.
I think Demi Moore is brave to do this. To expose her body like this. Like the young girl, of course, she doesn't mind. She's young. Ooh, oh my God, the back. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh God. Oh yeah. Oh. The back. Now, it makes perfect sense why they kept showing her back. She can't do that no more. That's off the table now. You got a huge, huge scar on your back now. Take your body off the floor. This is brave. Like she had to do this scene, like for real. She had to sit there butt naked on the floor. No covering, nothing hiding, just everything out. That's brave of her, I think. Get yourself off the floor, woman. Ooh, down her back. Jesus. Something on there, gauze or something. You need something on your back, girl. It's wide, it's all open. Stop disrespecting yourself. Do something with your body. You're just laying on the floor. Your back, though, come on. I don't know if I feel comfortable putting clothes on with a back wound like that. My back itch. She's not doing anything. She has nothing else. All she has is this job. No friends, no family, no loved ones. All she has is this job. And that makes sense. That makes sense that she would go to this extreme. Because what else are you going to do with your life? She hasn't embraced her crone, like the teacher, the mentor. I'm not saying that if you're older, you can't, do your act or something like that. But there is a point, there's an understanding that you have, because you have so much wisdom of all the years you lived. You should be able to teach younger people the right thing to do, like the right direction to go. And say, oh, don't do that. I've been on that road. Don't do this. Focus on this. You know what I'm saying? Or make time for this or that, But she wants to be the maiden again. And she's living in the maiden life. She's becoming too enamored with the youth aspect of herself, regaining her maiden, her maiden time in life. She's regaining that out of the maiden, mother, and crone. She's going back to the maiden real hard.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sue, and it's time to pump it up. Are you ready?
Okay, it's not me, right? They're going hypersexual. As opposed to the Elisabeth Sparks one was more actual physical fitness. This seems more just straight up sex. Yeah. I'm not tripping, right? It is this over sexualizing. Oh, come on. Yeah, I mean, come on. Pump it up with Sue. How is this? Okay, this is not exercise. Oh, this is not exercising. It's just sexualizing. I know she's seriously enamored with this youthful body she has now. And that's going to be a problem. It has to be a problem.
Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you next week. And in the meantime, take care of yourself.
That's her signature thing that she's. I'm going to repeat this. I know you guys don't like when I repeat stuff, but I'm going to repeat this. I don't like the fact they gave her blue eyes. I don't like the fact they gave her blue eyes. I think they should have given her brown eyes. I think that would be just as effective, if not more, for us to connect this character with the other woman, with her other self, her original self. Did they take down all the old Elizabeth Sparkle stuff? Sparkle stuff? Is it Sparkle or Sparks? They did. They took all of her stuff down. Wow. That's cold. That's cold. They shouldn't have done that. So Elizabeth Sparks seems like she's the person that started this particular thing. And now that she's gone, they're revamping it and making it hypersexualized with herself doing that. Like you would think she would be, I don't know. It's like her new life. So she's living it vicariously through herself. She otherizing herself? I gotta remember, she's also a lonely person. This is a real psychological trip. You know what I mean? This is really, they're really hitting on some psychological things here. Like I really think she's disassociating. You are the older body too. You're both these bodies. You're both the maiden and the crone. And I guess you could say she's a mother too, because she gave birth to this particular, show that they're now revamped.
Don't eat too fast.
She's running out of food stuff. You need to switch, girl. You're getting too wrapped up in this. You need to switch. Would you want to go back if you're an older person? I don't know how old you guys are. If you're in your 20s, I'm sure you don't want to go back to your teens. If you're in your 30s, do you want to go back to your 20s? If you're in your 40s, do you want to go back to your 20s? If you're older than that, do you want? I don't think I'd want to go back to my 20s because I was an idiot. But I guess when I want to, like, currently be me now, but 20. Uh-oh. Yeah, go back. You gotta. She didn't. Her nose blood just came out of her face. What do you?
Yes, I'll be right back.
She's gonna do something stupid. Because she's lonely. because she doesn't have anybody. She has some stupid thing in mind. That's you. You are that. That is you. Kick the dude out. You got to switch back. You have to switch back. You get out. I would be when you leave. No exception. You're done with the stabilizer. 7 days. You got it. No, don't do that. Don't be stupid. She's lonely, right? I think that's what's motivating her to do this stupid thing she's doing right now. Gave her an extra day.
What did you do? You seem even more beautiful than before.
It's like the child taking the mother's youth, like the daughter. I know I've heard that daughters take their mother's youth. It's not true, but it's like she's stealing her beauty from the older self. You're hurting yourself to do this. Don't do that's so stupid. She's so goofy. You're not a different person. You're still you. That's still you. Ugh. Left a mess and everything. Disrespectful to herself. Disrespecting the crone. That was you. What are you acting like it wasn't you? Ooh. To your finger. You got a zombie finger. It's obviously put on because it's bigger than the middle finger. But it's still gross. Ugh. Ooh. It's like her whole hand. Nope. That's your finger looking gross. Ugh. Some lotion on it or something. Yeah, you did it to yourself. You were there. You did it. What would happen if she didn't switch as the older self to the younger self? Things you do in your youth can affect you in your age, your old age. You're stealing from your old age when you abuse your body in your youth. At least that's what I'm gathering from the story. Getting drugged out and doing wild stuff in your youth will come back to you in your old age.
Yes, hi.
Of that, I'm pretty sure. So she has herself as a cleaning. She's a cleaning lady for herself.
Yes, hi. There's been a slight misuse of the substance.
You did this. This is you.
A few extra
I think her
drops
brain is
were accidentally
fried.
used, causing an alteration. So I'm just looking for the procedure to reverse it.
What has been used on one side is lost on the other side.
Take care of your body.
There's no going back.
Eyes look green there.
No, I don't know what she was thinking. And obviously, she was drunk.
Remember that
Ew,
no
with the
two
old
are
crone finger.
You are one. Respect the balance, and
She got the crone finger on. Ugh.
Sue? Oh, I just saw you on TV. lessons, do you? What about a drink at my place tonight?
Put that chrome finger in his mouth.
Come on, don't be shy. I see you standing behind the door there, gorgeous. All right, take your time, but it's a date.
When he's talking to you, just put that chrome finger right in his mouth. See how he likes that. Why don't you just drive there? This walk is just horrible. And it is not cold. You looking weird. You just standing out in the crowd like crazy right now. They are not lifting that gate up. They are not going to fix that gate. Somebody must come to the room, obviously, to keep depositing this stuff. So they keep this space clear. Get a car so you don't have to do this weird trip. Diner? You know, massively overdressed. What you gonna do about that finger?
What can I get you?
A menu?
Mocha latte.
No, nothing else? No menu? What's the menu?
It's long, isn't it?
You see his wrist? You see his wrist? That's the dude. That's the dude. The wine stain on his wrist. Oops. Yep. His eyes are blue.
Did you follow me here?
Don't be.
I was just curious
Oh, he did.
to find out how things were going for you.
How do you know she's gonna be there?
Each time you feel a little more lonely,
She was already lonely.
don't you think?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fine.
Would she have risked this if she had a healthy social life
Fine.
at her age?
It gets harder each time to remember that you still
Mm-hmm.
deserve to exist.
Take care of yourself.
Is still worth something that you
It is.
still matter. Has she started yet? Eating away at you?
Yes, she did. Well, it's not a she, it's her. You are one. But I guess if you have a strong sense of self, I guess you wouldn't fall into that. Get a grip, lady. You don't get a grip, you're going to fall apart. You already got a chrome finger. You're going to get a lot more old people stuff on your body. I'm going to call Fred now.
You're still the most beautiful girl in the whole wide
Oh, she's really fixated on her beauty. Ugh, that finger just looks tragic.
Hello.
Hi, Fred. It's Lizzie. Hello.
Sorry, I'm in shock.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, wow. I thought I'd
How's she going to excuse that finger?
hear from you again after.
Oh gosh, no.
Like if you're going on a date with some girl and she pulls out a finger like that. What happened to your finger? I mean, the first thing I would ask, well, what's up with your finger? Is that always like that? Like, what's wrong with your finger?
At all. I've just
She had to say it got burned or something. Like I would, I guess that would make sense, right? If you said, "Oh, it got burned, some acid, my finger looked like this," I would go, "Okay, okay." I think I'd have a hard time not focusing on the finger. If I was on a date with a woman who had a finger like that, I'd be looking at her finger constantly. Yeah, yeah. What's up with that that finger, girl? Now touch me with the other hand. The other hand. That don't. Not with that hand. With that hand.
Are you still there?
She has to hide this long scar in her back too.
Sorry, I'm in shock again.
I mean, he's going to see the finger at some point, no matter what you do.
I could book Luigi's at 8.
8 at Luigi's, it is. I will see you tonight.
Uh-oh. Whenever they focus on anything, you have to assume there's going to be a problem. They've been very deliberate so far with the storytelling. So I'm assuming them focusing on the time matters. Just don't compare yourself to your... You can't compare yourself to your 20-something-year-old body when you're 50-something. That's just not a good... It's not going to work. You know, you're good. Go. Oh, this is bothering her. It's bothering her. She's not going to go. What's with this yellow? Why the yellow coat all the time? Even when it's not, doesn't seem like it's cold where they are. You cannot compete with your older body. You're not going to look as young. You got to... That's still you. That's still you. Oh, God. She's not going to go. She's not going to go. She's not going to go. You cannot compete with your a young self. You can't. Don't even try. You're not going to match your younger self. You're just not. She's cooked. Her brain is cooked. She's done. She's done. You can't match your younger self. You have to embrace who you are right now. It's not gonna. Oh my God. We're all gonna get older. You have to make peace with that idea that you're just gonna get older. You're not gonna be a 20-something-year-old self. Not gonna beat your 20-something-year-old self in youth. It's just not. It's not a thing. In boxing, they say that time is undefeated. And they are right. No one can beat time. Gonna watch TV now. With an old finger. They be disrespecting each other, boy. Each other. She's disrespecting herself. guess now you can just eat whatever you want. You got a whole young body to walk life through. Once a week. It's only one.
While she wastes 7 days stuffing her face in front of the TV.
Remember, there is no she and you. You are.
Girl, you're not some child. You're like 50 years old, walking there like a 50-year-old woman.
What's happening? Where is everybody?
The taping's been canceled.
What? Why?
Sue, Harvey wants to see you in his office immediately.
I'll get right to the point. We can't keep you on the morning show.
But why? I just started.
Ratings are through the roof. We started at 42. Now we're up to like
216.
it's phenomenal. People love you. They adore you. They want
Is it just me that's feeling sad that that they're so interested in her youth?
more and more and more.
As is she's interested in her own
We want you.
image of herself of being young, that she's willing to
New Year's Eve show.
harm herself, which would be kind of in line with what happens. Yeah, she's gonna tear herself apart for this. Oh my God.
If you don't open the door when opportunity knocks, you won't get another chance. You of all people know this.
And so you just saw your finger looking crazy. Yeah, that's not a good stop. You gotta heal. Don't get infected. It's all milky now. Oh,
Just one more day, and then I have a whole week off. We can switch.
one more day. This is you. It's the same person. You act like it's somebody else. You're stealing from yourself. Yeah, it's gross. Ugh.
We're doing the cover of Vogue.
The things you do in your youth hurts you in your old age. They're definitely exemplifying this in this story. Oh my goodness. That her whole leg is jacked up? She got an old foot. You're definitely not going out with nobody with an old foot like that. Oh, and a part of her face and everything is jacked up. The whole arm. The back is all gross.
She's stealing more and more time from me.
You.
Completely without consideration to the consequences. She's a selfish bitch.
You're a selfish.
Would you like to stop?
Stop.
You are the Matrix. If you are not satisfied, you can put an end to the experience and go back to being just you. On your own. Would you like to stop?
No.
Will it go back to the way it was before?
What has been transferred won't come back, but you can stop the experience as of now. Would you like to stop? To go back to being just you on your own?
No. I can't stop. She just...
Remember, you are one.
The balance just needs to be respected.
Yeah,
So respect it.
it's you. She's having a split
Stop it.
in her mind. Oh my gosh. And she got arthritis in her leg. Look at her knee. It's all swollen and gross. Respect the balance. No, well, she's already done with that. That's out the window. The balance is done. You're out the window on that one. You're gonna have to figure some way out to live with this half ancient body. Ew. Need some knee surgery or something. Skin grafts. And some veneers or something on your teeth. Woo! Nothing to do with your time other than watch TV. They read my mind, huh? The cookbook. Yeah, I guess. Cook some delicious food. What is that? Tripe? Yeah, tripe is tripe the lining of the stomach? What is tripe actually? Well, you already said, how can they respect her week off if she doesn't respect her week off? You know what I mean? Like, if you don't respect your own boundaries, people are just going to run over your boundaries. Man.
Gross, old, fat, disgusting.
What is she going to look like after this? You know? Like, what is she going to... She's stealing from herself. She's stealing from her old age to pay for this new 3 months. Oh my God. She's going to be a horror. It's going to be a straight up mess. What about the food stuff? Like, what is she feeding herself? You know what I mean? Like, what is she going to... Is that a writing error? Because she still has to give herself her older body the food stuff. And I didn't see any additional food stuff being delivered or given to her. So she's gonna starve her old body to death? Error in the writing. Like, she literally can't do this without the food stuff. The food stuff only lasts 7 days. Yeah. Where's she getting the other food stuff from? Oh, she's getting both sides. Oh, I see. I think I understand. Ooh. She's giving both sides the food stuff, the same food stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, she's supposed to switch bodies and give the other body the food stuff. She's giving all of it to the one body. So every time she has to re-up, she gets the same one and she just keeps feeding it to the same body. So that's...
Hi, this is an emergency. There's no more stabilizer fluid. Hello?
He probably doesn't know what to say. It's like, what are you talking about?
Fucking 503.
Yes,
I'm telling you, this is urgent. There's no more stabilizer fluid.
it means you've reached the end.
Yeah.
What do you mean the end?
You've drained it all out. If you want more, you must let the fluid regenerate.
Yes.
Tell me how to do it. I need to stabilize myself right now.
You simply have to switch.
Excuse me?
The switch reboots the fluid secretion process so you can continue to enjoy the experience.
No, 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 no. I can't switch. I can't.
She's gonna look like a horror movie.
Especially not now.
There is no other option.
Everything is jacked up. Lost all her hair and everything. She's literally the epitome of a crone. Like the exaggerated idea of what a crone would look like. This is it. Like the same way the exaggerated beauty of a maiden would look like. They're exemplifying that. These are two extremes.
Yes.
What are you calling about? You did this. You're just self-destructing. 503.
It's 5:03. I want to stop.
Are you sure? Once you stop, you can't go back.
I want to stop. I want to fucking stop. I want to stop.
We'll deliver.
At this point, I wouldn't see why you would want to stop. You just want to finish this off. Just die. Like, why would you want to keep going with this? I mean, why stop now? I mean, at this point, you can't even have a normal life anymore. You might as well, honor the balance. You know what I mean? Just go ahead and honor the balance. Termination. What are you gonna do with that body though?
Are you sure?
She can't do it.
Once you stop, you can't go back. You will simply remain on your own.
She's doing it. Oh, I didn't think she would go through with it. You're not going to get this back, though. You're not going to get the body back. It's over. They're going to love you. Yeah. This is what I mean, that she's so lonely. This is what I mean. She can't. She was by herself. Like they showed that she was lonely. You know what I mean? This is all that she knew. This is all that she knew. So she doesn't have anything else.
Come on.
Did her consciousness split? How is this possible? How is this possible? You did it to yourself. This is you. Oh wait, is it? Is that consciousness split? That like, is she now split? So because she didn't, she broke the connection. Is this now? Oh, Jesus. You can't exist without her. Like, oh. What is happening? This is mental. What are you gonna do to yourself? She's the Matrix. You can't, like, she's the Matrix. You kill her, you kill yourself. Mm. Got a little knot and everything on her head. You did a good job with the visuals. Visually, it's looking good, but I'm still troubled that this is happening. I don't understand. Like, she can't live without her matrix. Like, this body can't exist without that body. You can't kill this body. You kill yourself automatically. Not automatically, but you got to run out of, like, stabilizer. That's superhuman kick. That's kind of over the top. That's kind of over the top. You can't kill you. That's you. This is about self-hatred. Just her hating herself, which is sad. Or is youth hating the idea of growing old? I'm saying this because I'm saying this because I know that the writer is trying to get a message out to us regarding this. Remember, you are one, right? Whatever happens to one happens to you. No, you can't exist without this version of yourself. Yeah, you're done. You're done. You can't survive this. You get barefoot all that glass around, you're gonna cut your foot. Not that it's really. How are you going to survive now? You can't. You're not gonna make that show. See, I'm not sure if this is a meta commentary on aging or not now. It seems like it's more of a commentary on this particular woman and her lifestyle and her kind of never really having people in her life, because she doesn't have anybody in her life. You know, there's no way she has people in her life that she would harm herself like that. But is that something that happens when women go too far with the surgeries, the cosmetic surgeries? Is this some sort of play on that? I don't know. And I will repeat, I think this is going on too long. They needed to, you gotta make your commentary. I think they've veered so far off of that, you know. We'll see how they do this. There's no way she can survive, right? Like she is going to die. What a stupid dress. Ooh. Your teeth came out your face. It's like a molar. Oh no, that's not like a premolar. No, that's a front tooth. That's a front tooth. One of these right here, incisors. Smile for us. Let's see which one it is. Is it incisor? Right over here. Yeah. And your smile is your thing. Just like that nightmare that I've had a nightmare of my teeth falling out. Is this that nightmare? Ooh. Ooh. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Yeah. He's gonna pull all your teeth out. Your body's falling apart. If you had stuck to the balance, this would never have happened.
Have you ever dreamt of a better version of yourself?
She didn't use all the activator. That's right. They showed her not using all the activator.
More beautiful, more perfect.
Yes, let me meet you there.
Your front teeth are still going though. That's a stupid dress. Looking like a doll. Well, she's close enough to work to walk there, I guess. But you're not the Matrix. How can you? Is she going blind? She has a little bit left.
I just need a better version of myself. Please give me a better version of myself, please.
It's not going to turn out well. A copy of a copy. Ooh, what was that? I will say this feels like they're trying to wrap it up. And they're having a hard time getting to that point of wrapping it up. They had a great idea, now they're trying to wrap it up, and now they have to kind of figure out a way to do it. And that's why we're getting all of this craziness. I do understand the need. Sometimes you have a great premise, but you don't have a good way of wrapping up the story. Because you didn't think that far. Now you have to figure out a way to wrap it up. And this is how they're doing it. Insane. That's insane. That's insane. Definitely not the better version of yourself. Obviously. There's teeth in a chest? What? Her face on the back? Let's just end this now. I feel like they kind of lost some of the plot, some of the theme. I don't know how I feel about this ending. I think I know how I feel about it. I don't necessarily like this ending right now, where they're going with it. I don't. It just seems bizarre. What's she gonna do with the earrings? Is this a meta commentary on plastic surgery industry and aging and all of that? I don't know, I guess. But is this going too far? I kind of feel like this is going too far. You know, like we've eyes are, it's just not. What if Demi Moore is in this suit or someone else in this suit? You're gonna curl your hair too? The strands. Is her mind partially gone? I mean, that would make sense here right now. Like her brain is not right. She's using her original face now. Yeah, I think her brain is severely damaged with a nipple out.
Pretty girls should always smile.
She's destroying. She destroyed. Destroying. She destroyed herself for beauty, for youth. Is that saying we don't see the anguish of these people as they age and they go through all these terrible, you know, doing all these terrible things to themselves?
At last, we're starting to worry. Hurry up, you're up in 5. Come on, everybody, let's go.
Why are their breasts out? What kind of TV show is this?
You will not be disappointed. She's my most beautiful creation. I have shaped.
You shaped her? Oh my God. Idea of ownership of another person comes to my mind right away when you said that. And the sexualization of women's bodies to this extreme point in this story. When honestly, I don't think it should have gotten this far. I think this should have ended already. This movie is going on too long. I honestly think they should have ended it with her younger self eventually killing her older self by taking too much from her. And then that being reflection on her younger self. You know what I'm saying? Like, now that it's going to this whole weird monstrosity thing that I just don't, I'm not feeling it right now. Honestly, this just seems like it's too much. Why are they breast out? And hers too. Does nobody see this? They have to see this. Ew, what is that falling out of her head? Something falling out of her head? Is that a breast? that was The Substance. What do I think about The Substance? I think it was a interesting movie. I thought the first 3/4 of it was great. It was really good, really interesting. Loved the camera work they were doing. Loved the storytelling they were doing really, really good. So that was good. Then we get to the last fourth of it, and I think that they just didn't know how to close it out. That's my honest feeling. They didn't know how to close it out properly, and this is what we got, which it feels like it was just a mess. It's like a mess to me. I feel like it was just kind of out there. So did it spoil the movie? No. I do think that the commentary stands on its own without the ending that was bizarre and weird with stuff all over the place and blood shooting everywhere and a face crawling on the star. I think that's all kind of weird and over the top. But before that, it really made me think about, I know we're all not going to think the same thing. I thought about the idea that there's a maiden, there's a mother, and the crone as the three aspects of women, that they all go through these three phases of life. And she was chasing after the maiden time of her life, but she was a crone. And I think our society often devalues the crone as like this weird sort of old woman, like a witch. But that's not how the crone should be coming across. It should come across as a woman who is experienced and knowledgeable, and she can teach the younger generation how to be better women. That's what I think the crone represents, and doesn't represent this sort of witch that's planning evil things and gross and ugly. And no, I see the crone as an older woman who knows what to do, who can teach young women how to live and how to exist in this world. But we've so devalued that aspect of womanhood that we now sort of don't see the value in them. We discard them. I mean like in Hollywood, talking about mostly in Hollywood, that idea of it. And so now we have this movie which really exemplifies that, the uplifting of the maiden over all aspects of women, like the chasing of youth as the most valuable thing, the only valuable thing women can offer. And that, I think, is a really our society, Hollywood I should say specifically, does a great disservice to women, and the movie represents that. So should you watch it? I would say yes. Maybe after the 3/4 mark, get a few drinks in you so you don't think too much about the ending. But yeah, I thought it was a good movie overall. I thought that the story was good. And yeah, check it out. It's worth checking out. I think just the idea of how they're approaching how Hollywood treats women is it did a good commentary on that. And yeah, it's worth checking out. So take a look at it. You guys tell me what you think, what you thought of it. I thought it was an interesting movie. And yeah, it's worth it. All right. Peace.